Budget knives with Tanto style blades. This is the Cold Steel Air Lite with the Aus10A blade with the Tanto grind. 8 inches overall, 3.4 ounces. Blade stock is 0.12. Demko. I watched a video on this, and Demko talks about he went on, I think he said, a canoeing trip. You know, when I initially saw it advertised, I thought of the Code 4. I know it's different, the handle's different, but when you look at the knife, even though this is, you know, aluminum scales, just the thickness of it reminded me, you know, of the Code 4. The way it's going to sit in your pocket, how slim everything is, even though this is even more compact if you look at it. But he talks about, he went on a canoe trip and he took the broken skull. And I think he said he even put it in a neck knife. And when he got back, you know, he tried to design a lightweight, slim package that maybe had a little bit more cutting power, a little bit. Not to say the broken skull doesn't have good cutting power, but, you know, different style blade. It was interesting to hear him talk about, you know, it's cool to hear the inspirations that they do when they actually design something. Typical construction from Cold Steel, you know, triad lock. Just clean, comes with the, you know, because the way the screws are, it comes with the extra Pock clip like most of them do, even though it is straight. The other one is the Civivi Brazen D2, or what they call D2. Deep carry pocket clip, you know, with recessed screws, typical Civivi. It looks like, obviously it's not DLC, but it's like some kind of black coating that they stonewash, almost like the Nimbus finish, you know, on a Bradford. It's nice. Same blade stock. It looks thinner, but it's just been chamfered here. If you actually look inside, you know, you look at the tang, you can see it's the same thickness, you know, as the 0.12 as the Air Lite. Same thing, 8 inches overall. This one's 3.8 ounces. There are two different ways to get there, and you can see the blades are completely different. This one, you know, carries that thickness way out to the tip. But both going to be strong. I mean, obviously the liner lock's not going to be anything like the triad lock. I'm going to try both. We'll see what happens. You know, I've never really carried once again, a Tanto as an EDC. I have them in fixed blades. I have a few Cold Steels that are Tanto style. You know, you can just thrash on them with the tips. So I don't know why you would need to do that with the, you know, I'm thinking people that work with piping or brass or PVC, you know, this would be a good knife to, you know, get up in there and scrape the shavings out of the burrs. You don't have to worry about it. You know, maybe somebody in construction. I don't know, I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. So the Civivi's $49.30. Once again, 8 inches overall. 3.8 inches, 3.8 ounces. D2, and then the Cold Steel. The reason why I did these because normally the Cold Steel is twice as much. You know, Blade HQ and Knife Center $84.99, but right now KnifeWorks has them for $63, and Amazon for $59 is where I got it, and that's cheap. You know, 8 inches, 0.12, 3 point. It's actually 3.2, so I said 3.4. You know, just a really nice option from Demko and Cold Steel. Civivi gives you the pouch. I'm sure everybody knows about this. You know, sticker, microfiber cloth, nice presentation. You know, Cold Steel's typical, just the box with the bubble wrap. Barely fits. Hey, I mean, you're not buying it for the box. So we'll see. This should be interesting to try out. It's got a good edge on it. Both of them do. This one won't whittle you know, my wife's hairs, but this one will actually bounce off of it. This is super sharp right here. You know, nicely done. The liners are soft, you know, rounded off, just typical Civivi Wii style. Nothing sharp on the knife. Perfectly centered. The only thing I don't like about, you know, most of these Civivis on the ball bearings is you can do that, which is not that big of a deal, but if you drop them, they will pop out. I've had that happen on a few of the, you know, budget Chinese knives. Other than that, it's got a good detent. I mean, you don't even need to do a wrist flick. So the reason why I was doing this video real quick is because, you know, the paramilitary 2, obviously a lot more money, different steel, totally different grind with the hollow here and the compound, the flat up front. But there seems to be a popularity right now because of the recent runs from Blade HQ. And, you know, it's something I'm going to give a try to. So you can see both. You know, it's right in that same size. And the code 4. So the Civivi Brazen, and there's a few different colors of this, with the D2 and the Tantos style blade, and the cold steel Air Lite, AUS10. Have a good one.